Welcome. Who will be your future spouse is today's timeless pick a card. Today we have three options. Option 1 on the left, option 2 in the middle, and option 3 on the right hand side. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box. If you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Welcome everyone who chose the Crow. This is going to be your reading about your future spouse. Alright, so your future spouse could have strong Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. This is someone who is an excellent communicator, someone who's very smart, someone who is spiritually strong, creative, observant, clear-minded, a clear communicator. This is someone who has the gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown, so very claircognizant and clairvoyant. This is someone who connects the dots, someone who connects the dots between past, present, and future. This could be somewhat of an overthinker. They're strong communicators, so I'm seeing something like these could be teachers, ranging from course teachers to university teachers, spiritual teachers, possibly lawyers, speakers, very eloquent. This is someone who's very eloquent, clear-minded, and spiritually strong. Also very creative and very observant. All right. Who is your future spouse? We have athlete. So this person could have an athletic body, but above all, I see this person has the mind of an athlete. This is someone who really enjoys being dedicated to transcending their limitations, be that physical, mental, psychological, emotional, spiritual limitations. This is someone who has a strong personal willpower and strong strength of spirit. They understand that this is someone who understands that for one thing to be working in their life, everything else needs to work in tandem. So this is someone who understands that they cannot just focus on, let's say, their physical health if their mental health isn't in check. This is someone who understands that in order to have a clear mind, the body needs to be well taken care of. This is someone who understands that in order to have a clear mind, there needs to be authenticity and a strong connection to the soul. And so I feel this is someone who is very balanced when it comes to their emotions. They've learned to balance their emotions really well. They have that under control. This is someone who is in control of their emotions. They think before they act. So this is definitely someone who is not impulsive. Liberator. And it says, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. This is someone who, while they could be overthinkers, they also understand the need to detox their thought patterns, especially if they're negative. And through their eloquence, through their ability to communicate, the effect that this has on others is very freeing in terms of outmoded beliefs. So this is someone who could have vast knowledge in terms of systems that are in place and ideologies and concepts. But at the same time, they're not someone who stays within those boundaries without questioning. So this is someone who questions a lot of what they've learned, and they're all about transcending the limitations of what they've learned. So they're constantly learning. This is a lifelong learner. This is someone who is humble enough to understand that what they've learned may not always be set in stone. So they have the flexibility, the mental flexibility, to question their own belief systems even, and transcend them and progress through them or away from them, or transmute whatever needs to be transmuted in order to get to the truth. This is someone who likes the truth. Yeah, this is a lifelong learner. This is a seeker, someone who has a thirst for wisdom and truth. They could like walking and traveling. They understand that wisdom is all about learning things, but also transcending, constantly evolving in that process of learning. And they understand that the truth doesn't always come in the first wave of learning. It's a process. All right. So who is this person? Who will be your future spouse? We have 5 of Michael. So that is the 5 of Swords. And the card says, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So this is someone who's very well versed in walking away from conflict. They're good at arguing. They have good arguments, meaning they know they will always back their opinion or their ideas with what they've learned, with how they've evolved in their learning. They know when to walk away from situations that don't serve them. They know how to walk away from conflict if it is not leading to a place of truth and understanding, cooperation, and compromise. This is someone who... This is not someone who's rigid or stubborn. This is someone who is not attached to any specific belief system to the point where it's detrimental to them. This is someone who knows when to walk away from negative thinking as well, when they realize or identify or acknowledge that they're not making progress. And so this is someone who, where if there's an argument, they know that, where they know sometimes there's no point in arguing, they will walk away, or they will keep quiet, or they will wait for another time to discuss something. So this person is very mindful. And for this very reason, this is interesting, for this very reason, people, they may be very misunderstood, and people may take that the wrong way, as if they're giving up, or people may mistaken their kindness for weakness, when actually they just know how to navigate relationships and communication in a way that a lot of people who may not understand this may come against them and try to argue with them even harder. But they will not put up with that. And they will only get themselves into discussions and arguments that would lead to some place that is constructive and progressive, and in a way that would benefit everyone. Leap of faith. Yes, this person has no problem walking away and starting over. They have a strong belief in themselves. They follow their heart. They like to do what gives them joy. They like to stay high vibrational. And if others can't see that or can't be with them on that journey, they will not push for people to understand them. They will just stay on their own path, and whoever is with them is with them. Whoever is not is not. So what's coming to mind is they have a lot to teach, but they will only teach to people who are willing to listen to what they want to teach or what they are ready to share. And if people are not ready for that, they will not insist on that. This person has dealt with a lot of arguments in their life and conflict, or people who argue with them, and they've made conscious decisions time after time to walk away from conflict and start over again if they have to. And they seem to be very successful with that. Other people, they may be misunderstood, and other people may see them as foolish because they don't understand the complexity of what goes on in their mind and how much they've had to learn and think and transcend to get to the point where they know when to walk away from an argument. And other people who may enjoy the process of arguing may feel even offended by that, but this person doesn't care. Ace of Michael, because they see clearly, they know the truth, they see the truth for what it is. This is someone who has a brilliant mind, wonderful ideas. This is someone who does not let bumps in the road hinder their progress. They have no problem in clearing up communication problems with other people, as long as other people are wanting the same thing, are wanting to get to the truth and the bottom of the matter and to make progress. New beginnings. Yes, they have no problem starting over. This person has started over many times in their life. They've had to make very big life-changing decisions. They believe that there's always a second chance in life, and there's always another path and another way when they hit a bump in the road. This person is currently starting a new life. They found their purpose. They are very forgiving and compassionate of themselves and others regarding things that have happened in the past. They don't hold on to grudges. The number 20 could be relevant, and the number 2. Aries energy and Scorpio energy is coming through strongly here. Could be in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. This person is right now starting over in their life, having a new beginning based on the clarity that they've acquired through their learning process and through their process of transmuting and transcending their own belief systems. And they're currently doing a very forgiving and compassionate review of their past, and they're moving forward. They're going through a big life change right now, a big shift in their life right now. 2 of Ariel. Right now, they're being faced with a big decision here between 2 material realities. They know that it's important above all while making this decision to find a balance, to make things work in a way that is not heavy. So they like to make things fun and playful, not because they are mindless or silly, but because they understand that creativity and creative solutions always stem from the ability to remove themselves from the drama and see things from a place that is not so limited. So they play around with ideas, they play around with concepts, they analyze things from many angles before they make decisions. And they could even be considered slow to make the decisions, but when they do, they don't look back. The ways in which you may know this person or end up meeting this person could be through a community, could be while you're studying or working. Not much is coming through about how you meet. This person could have, I'm seeing dark hair and lighter hair. So physical qualities are not coming through very strongly. And I feel it's because that's not what this reading wants to focus on, and that's okay. Sometimes we get more physical attributes, but maybe the next cards will clarify something. Okay, sexual arts. So I feel in terms of the relationship itself, there's strength in sexuality here, okay? I feel a lot of fire and passion sexually. So I feel, and that passion and that fire comes from a spiritual connection that you share with this person. So it's not just physical, it's very spiritual, the way it comes through, and very volcanic and eruptive and passionate and explosive. But I'm not seeing that this person has an explosive kind of personality. On the contrary, I just feel that the way they express themselves, the way they express love is through sex, and physical touch would be probably their main, that and words of affirmation would be their main love languages. So sexually, I see a very strong bond between the two of you here. And we have beauty. So this is someone you consider to, and most people would consider to be beautiful, graceful, lovely, as a person, a lovely person. But again, this person may not be very well understood when it comes to, some people may consider them to be too lovely or too graceful, and not argumentative enough. But I feel the relationship itself will be a beautiful relationship, very graceful. You will be very graceful toward each other. And this person has a strong integrity when it comes to their soul. And so I feel when you find each other, I feel the main connection here between you is going to be your souls meeting. And when the souls meet, everything else falls into place. Everything flows really nicely. So there's a grace to this marriage, this relationship. There's a loveliness that you exchange. There's beauty, even when you come together sexually. This person, I would say, is not romantic per se, but the relationship will be beautiful because the relationship will speak for itself. This person will not have to have these typically romantic expressions of love, but the love is deep and beautiful regardless. It's felt. So there's no need for poems, even though this person could be really good at writing poems, but I'm not seeing like the chocolates and the flowers but I'm seeing something much deeper and much more beautiful than anything you can touch or see with your eyes. And it will be expressed through touch mainly, is what I'm seeing here, and words. But the words, I feel, will reflect something much deeper than just romanticisms, if you will. And so it becomes romantic. The whole relationship becomes romantic, not because this person is a hopeless romantic, because they're not. They're very rational, they're very logical, but they're also very spiritual. And that's, I feel, what you both share that in common, actually. And so if you're expecting something very romantic in the way that they approach everything, then I'm not seeing that. But I feel you're going to be pleasantly surprised when you realize that this is something even better. All right, guys, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you today. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye. All right, welcome everyone who chose the Swan. This is going to be your reading about your future spouse. Okay, your future spouse could have strong Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. I feel this person will be a mirror reflection of you to you, if you will. This person will reflect things back to you, and you will reflect things back to this person. There's something very similar about who you both are on a soul level. I feel this is a higher level soulmate. This person is very sensitive to energies. They're very elegant. I don't know if it's about how they carry themselves, how they walk, how they talk, how they dress, or all of the above. They are effortlessly creative because they allow themselves the space to create by knowing when it's time to tackle practical things in life, when it's time to be playful with ideas, and they allow themselves the space to create. So they do have heightened creativity. This person is very well versed with language. They could have some kind of form of artistry that they're dedicated to. This person's very graceful, and it comes naturally to them. Writing, reflecting, creating is very natural to them. They're very fluid in the process of creation. They have powerful healing energy as well, but they also like their alone time. They're very connected to their intuition, and they need their alone time so that they can access their intuition and allow their inner vision to come through and be revealed. This person is good at writing, and they do spend some time alone writing or journaling. They could be an author, but doesn't have to be. All right. So you will see yourself reflected in this person. This is someone who will show you who you are, and you will show them who they are. Now, you may learn a lot about, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, and you may see things that you're surprised about yourself in a very good way, but there could also be things that you see about yourself through this person that you may not want to see, but these are things that you need to see in order to heal. So this person is going to bring out things in you for you to see in order for you to be able to heal. Because if you are not able to see and acknowledge something, there is no way you can heal, right? The only way toward healing is being able to see what needs to be healed. And I feel that's something that you will both reflect to each other. So you're both walking mirrors in each other's lives, which means that initially this could bring out some discomfort, some clashes probably, and some conflict, but nothing, I don't feel it's anything you can't overcome. So initially there's a period of adjustment due to the fact that you're bringing out things in each other to be seen that probably other people haven't done before. We have goddess. So if you are masculine energy, you will consider this person to be your goddess. A life force of sensuality, very sensual, very feminine, very wise. The whole package. And if you're the feminine, this is how this person sees you. Very sensual, very alluring, very attractive, very magnetic. So whoever's the feminine here will be treated like a goddess, or will feel like a goddess, is seen like a goddess, or will be someone's full package. Mediator. Okay, so this person could literally be a mediator. They could have strong Libra in their chart. This person has a gift for negotiating in a way that is fair. They're strategic when it comes to their personal and their professional life. They help other people with strategies. They have a lot of respect for both sides of an argument. This person could be a judge, doesn't have to be, could be a lawyer, doesn't have to be, or they could just have these qualities of being a mediator in their family, in their community, in their group of friends. They are the person who will help other people find common ground and compromise. So they're very good at compromising, they're fair, strategic, and they can listen to both sides of an argument and other people's opinions without shutting people down or judging harshly or what is the word for it? They can agree to disagree, and they can accept that other people have other opinions without being combative when it comes to that. So they're very accepting, because they also understand that people come from different places, different experiences. Not everyone was taught the same thing. Not everyone was brought up the same way. Not everyone has the same blueprint. Not everyone has the same personality. And so they're very accommodating. And they're someone who, they're like the glue. They help people come together. For some of you, this person could be a minister, like someone who marries people, or like a therapist, like a marriage counselor, or a marriage, like couples therapy or something like that. Or they're just really good at bringing people together and having people understand each other. Samaritan. Yeah, this person is a good Samaritan. They have a good heart. They have the ability to help people that other would choose to ignore, or they are able to find the gaps where other people need help and can't find the help around them. They would fill that gap. So if there's a gap in education, they would be the people who would be teaching whatever's the gap in education. If there's a gap in finding a solution to a health issue, they would be the ones bridging the gap. Anything that other people deem too challenging or hard to tackle, they would be the ones, that's where they would be preoccupied, because that's where they would feel most useful, and that's what they believe is needed and is lacking in the world. You know, there could be a lot of people doing whatever, you know, what they love doing, or people who find a business that would make them money, or they would like do a business that would, or have a business that would be selling the same thing as the person next door. And this is someone who's going to be selling something that is not available in the area or wherever. This is someone who, if that teacher is teaching that and is not teaching something else, they will go teach that something else that that teacher's not teaching, for example. And so they're very, this is a kind of person who's very important when it comes to the balance in humanity. They bridge the gaps. They fill the holes. Let's put it that way. When it comes in terms of what is lacking, they will jump in and be able to identify that, and they will fill that gap. And now we have all these cards seem to be twinning, right? The swans. Now these two girls who are like doing the circus act, or so yeah, this person could do something with their body that is more acrobatic, but again, doesn't have to be. Whatever they do, they don't do it because they expect appreciation and recognition. They do it because they want to live in a world where everyone has equal opportunities and everyone can thrive. They like to see everyone thriving, not just themselves. So this is someone who's not just out there for themselves. All right. They're someone who's very helpful. They're the kind of help that shows up, the kind of help that no one else is able to offer. And the reason why is because they had to find their way. They didn't get the help that they needed when they needed it. So they learned about the gaps through their own experience of what was lacking in terms of where they felt the need to be helped, and no one was able to help them. So they had to become that person. And that's why they are that person for everyone around them. They're very supportive. Their energy is coming through very supportive. We have peace. Yeah, this is someone who is very high vibrational. They come from a place of peace. That is their template. That's their default, is peace. They are peacemakers. I'm seeing now Scorpio energy here. The number 13 and the number 4 could be relevant. This is someone very organized. This is someone who is currently releasing a past and making a lot of changes in their life. They're going through a death and a rebirth. They know when to let go and when to let God in. They know the things they can't control. They give it up to the universe while they can't do anything about it, instead of trying to force something, because they're not fear-based. They are peace-based, which is fear is down here when it comes to the frequencies of energy, and peace is way up there. So this person, I would say, is the farthest thing from being in a place or coming from a place of fear, which is good. So they're very high vibrational, 6 of Gabriel. And because of that, they're very successful in their life. Okay, they get congratulated a lot. They do a wonderful job most of the time. They could have received awards already, or a scholarship, or they've been promoted recently. So people look up to this person as an inspiration. High Priestess, yes, this person is highly intuitive. They have strong psychic gifts. They know when to move in silence. They know when to keep quiet and when to speak. This is someone who, if they're preparing something, and they understand that if they talk too much about it, it could get jinxed. So they will only share once they're ready to share, once everything is already almost guaranteed in place. They have powerful psychic insights. They reflect and meditate a lot. They receive a lot of valuable information from the higher realms through their crown chakra. And it says be at peace. This person is mainly at peace. They could have strong Pisces in their chart. The number 2 could be relevant. Page of Michael. Yeah, this person likes the truth. They're very truthful. They speak the truth. They're very perceptive. They're very analytical. And when they do speak the truth, finally, they're very blunt about it. So they know how to be assertive in a way that is well received. This person is currently starting something new. They're having some kind of exciting new challenge in their life, and they have what it takes to succeed. So they could be currently researching, reviewing contracts. They could be learning something new. This is someone who reviews contracts and documents very thoroughly. So they're good at finding loopholes and gaps, again. Because they always look for the gaps so that they can answer to those gaps and respond and be the person who fills those gaps. Again, they're a lifelong learner. They like to learn. They like to read. And the reason why they like to read and learn is so that they can be the help or the answer instead of the problem. So this is the kind of person who is the solution and not the problem. This is the kind of person who will not tell you what the problem is. They will, when they speak, they will already come up with a solution. 8 of Raphael. This person has walked away from something in their life because they are looking for a more meaningful life. They understand that if they need to walk away for their peace of mind, for everyone's peace, they will. They always do what they know is right for them. They're constantly on a spiritual quest, but they also know when to come back if they feel that they can come back to something. So this is not the kind of person who will walk away forever. They are very compassionate, and if people change or if circumstances change, they are flexible enough to do a U-turn. But I feel right now this person has walked away from something in their life because they know that they intuitively feel that there's something better waiting for them. So they have released the past, or they are currently releasing something in their past because they understand that there is a more enriching future coming for them. And so they're letting go of something right now. Either because they feel like they can't help there anymore, or there's nothing more they can do there, or that's not where they're needed. And so they're moving on from something where they feel they're no longer needed, where they feel like they cannot have a meaningful experience. And they're very honest with themselves and others about where they are in life. And that's why they keep moving, and that's why they're constantly evolving and progressing and being successful. how teachable are you? This is a question they ask themselves about themselves, but also about the people around them. If the people around them are not willing to learn and grow and evolve, they are very aware of that and they respect that, but they also understand where they're wasting their time. They don't like to waste their time. They don't like to waste other people's times. So they're closing a cycle here when it comes to people who simply don't want to learn, right? And they always constantly ask themselves the question, am I stunting my growth? Am I allowing other people to teach me? Am I allowing myself to learn from others? And so they allow themselves to learn from others as well. This person may be learning how to play a musical instrument currently, or they may already know how to play one. Endurance. And this person, when they stick to something, they keep going. They're very enduring, and I feel the relationship that you two share will be one that will keep going and will endure. So I feel it's going to be a very lasting relationship. The number 43 could be relevant as well as the number 7. Yeah, this is a relationship that will endure because this person feels like they have a lot to learn from you and teach you. And you're receptive to those lessons, and you're receptive to this person and what they have to teach and say. And you also teach them a lot. And I feel a relationship itself will be a very peaceful one. You will both know when to walk away and come back to clear the air. I just feel a very peaceful relationship here, but also very passionate, peaceful and passionate. A very supportive relationship. I feel the two of you will be able to agree and find common ground and compromise. And I feel you will treat each other really, really, really well. You will both be very sensitive to each other's energies and needs, and you will be very helpful toward each other. So, beautiful reading here. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps bring you more. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye. Till next time. All right. Welcome everyone who chose the cheetah. This will be your reading about your future spouse. So strong fire signs here: Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. This person is action oriented. They're fast thinkers. They're fast movers. They're achievers. I'm seeing very masculine energy for this, regardless of whether they're masculine or feminine. A solar force, a life force. They're very competitive, somewhat impatient at times. They have boundless energy. It's like, I feel this person sleeps early, goes to sleep early, they wake up early, they sleep enough so that they have energy for their day. They prefer daytime. This is someone who can achieve anything they put their mind to. And they're constantly finding ways of reconnecting to their purpose. So they're very focused. They don't deviate from their purpose often. And when they do, they find their center again. The sun, this person thrives through the energy of the sun. They love the sun. They love sunshine. They brighten people's days. They're the people who will compliment others, who will make people smile. They have a strong personality, very charismatic. It's the kind of person everyone remembers, and they're the kind of person who walks into a room, everyone notices them, everyone knows who they are. They're very popular, and the reason why they're popular is because they know everyone's name. They connect to people. They really connect to people. I would say this person is a people person, but they don't, if people want to keep them for long or hijack their time, they're not having that. They will be there. They will acknowledge and make people's days better, but they won't stick around for long conversations. They understand that they have to keep it moving. So they move the energy around so that they can reach more people. I don't know if they do this consciously or not. It's just who they are. They're very focused on their purpose and on their passions, and that's what fuels them. That's what fuels their forward momentum, and that's the very thing that will inspire other people around them. If they stop to talk to people for long and didn't put the action they put into their own momentum and their own passions and their own purpose, they would probably be dragged down by other people's energy. And so if you're lacking anything in terms of momentum and joy and vitality and energy, this person is like someone who will inspire you to find that in yourself. Yeah, this person takes action toward things and they run and they move fast, but never before asking themselves the question, why am I doing this? Once they have that why, which is their purpose, it's nothing stopping them. There's nothing stopping this person, and they inspire others to do the same. Beautiful. Martyr, learning to transcend nature of service. Okay, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. So they understand that to a degree they have to serve themselves, but they don't serve themselves because their purpose isn't to serve themselves. But in order to move forward with their purpose, they cannot stay stuck to one person in terms of, I'm not saying relationship, but in terms of the people who surround them for too long, because that would delay their bigger purpose that is meant to positively affect more than one person, if that makes sense. So while this person may move around a lot and be fast and not spend too much time with each person, it may seem selfish because they're off doing their own thing, when really they have to move and move alone many times so that they can reach as many people as possible. So they have a bigger purpose that involves more than just themselves. And where one person, from their perspective, if they see this person go somewhere else, they may feel like this person is not giving them the attention, and it may seem selfish from their perspective, when probably that is the person who's being selfish. Does that make sense? Visionary, yeah, because this person is a visionary. They have a bigger vision. They have a capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, and they like to spread their vision and have people participate in that vision. And again, it says willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. And this vision is not just for themselves. They have a vision that is broader, that involves everyone. They want to bring everyone along with them, or whoever wants to come with them. A king, yeah, this person is enlightened. If they're a leader or a boss, they're very benevolent leaders. They benefit everyone who's under their charge or under their leadership. What they do benefits everyone. So if they're a leader, they're not in it just for themselves. They lead in a way that is beneficial for everyone. Three of Raphael, you may meet this person through friends or through a community or while socializing. You may have people in common that you know that introduce you, or you may meet at some kind of a celebration or a wedding, or you may go to, it could be a community of friends, it could be a community of people that you have in common. Either way, I feel the basis of your relationship and this marriage will be a friendship. I see a lot of happy announcements and celebrations in your marriage. And people will be happy to gather around the two of you. Page of Gabriel. Someone here could be younger. I'm seeing an age gap. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Yeah, this is someone who's energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. They're very playful and fun. I'm also seeing Gemini energy here, opportunities for excitement. They like to follow opportunities for excitement and adventure. They like to travel. They like the ocean. They could like boats. They could like the desert. I'm seeing anywhere where there's an ocean. I'm seeing Arabic countries. This is someone who's ready for any challenge. They make sure they're open and flexible to prepare themselves for any kind of challenge. They like challenges. They thrive in getting through challenges. They like a good challenge. This person likes a good challenge. Eight of Ariel. This person is a hard worker and they take great pride in their work, which is excellent, and people acknowledge their work to be excellent. They make a very decent living financially. This person is someone who, I'm seeing now Ronaldo, the soccer player, where what sets him apart from others is what I've known is that he says that while everyone else would go home after practice, he would stay there practicing longer than everyone else. And so he believes that's what made him, and the fact that he's more disciplined. It's not just talent. So this is not someone who just relies on their talent. They put in the work and the practice. They could be a little bit of a perfectionist, but they don't stay stuck on that. They get to the level as close to perfection as they can, and that's all they can do, right? And they do it well. This person is always considering getting additional education or training if they need to. So they're very humble when they acknowledge when they do need more, and when they do need to put in more effort, they will. King of Ariel, they're very financially successful. I feel this is someone who's also very healthy, physically healthy. They are able to afford a few luxuries such as travel and nice things. Their plans normally work out really well because of how disciplined they are, because they practice, because they go the extra mile. So they're very professionally and financially successful, and they know how to use their resources wisely. This is someone powerful. This is someone stable, successful, and accomplished. And other people recognize that. Six of Michael. This person is currently moving away from turbulent waters in their life to calmer waters. They could be currently traveling or thinking about traveling. This could be about relocation. So right now they've gone through something that means that right now they've had to move through some mental turmoil, or even some mental anguish, or just some mental conflict. Successfully so, they've done this. They're celebrating the light at the end of the tunnel. They're breathing a sigh of relief right now and making new plans to either travel or relocate. That's where this person is at right now, okay? Now this could be overseas, it could be air travel, it could be boat travel, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, right now something happened here for them that has had them seeking mental relief. But they're doing it successfully. They don't stay in mental conflict for too long or in mental anguish for too long. Yeah, there definitely could be an age gap here, okay? Take off your masks. I feel whoever wears a mask here when you meet or when you come together will be taking off their masks. What does this mean? This means that if any one of you is playing a role or wearing a mask for society because you believe that is what people expect, whoever's been doing this, whether it's you or this person, it's taken somewhat of a toll, and it's going to take being more authentic so the two of you can come together. And I feel the two of you will feel comfortable enough in each other's presence to be vulnerable, open and authentic and truthful with each other. So I feel that this person has a good game face. This person has a good poker face even. They can, I'm seeing Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo in this energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. This person can display an image of success even when they're not feeling successful, and that actually leads them to more success. They can also display steadiness and stableness even though they may be not feeling so stable mentally. But I feel they will bring down those walls, and you will see that. But whatever mental conflict or instability that they may experience is not something that stays with them for long. They don't dwell on that. They don't get caught in the drama. They move away from that energy. And I feel both of you will feel very comfortable in being very vulnerable and authentic, truthful, and bearing your souls to each other, which is quite beautiful. And I feel this person is currently going through a phase in their life where they're no longer willing to pretend everything's okay. They're no longer willing to play a certain role because it appeases others, or because that's what other people find agreeable, or they don't, if they used to care what people think about them, they're starting to drop the mask. They're starting to see that if there was any ego here, it's like an ego death that this person is going through, because they're starting to see that it's not really beneficial for their mental health. It's taken somewhat of a toll on their mental health, and they understand that if they keep going this route of wearing too much of a mask or playing a role that is not aligned with their soul, that it will eventually take a bigger toll on their mental health, and they're not willing to do that. So they are currently working through not being so worried about what other people think. We have the mirror. I feel the two of you will mirror things to each other. You're going to know yourselves through the other. This person is big on self-examination. They see who they really are. And I feel that you're going to see who you really are through each other. Now, initially, this could bring up some conflict, but you will both be able to move away from that conflict as you make the necessary adjustments, because I feel both of you have the maturity to do so. Actually, one of you is more mature than the other and will be leading the other benevolently in that way. Whoever is the one who is more mature will know how to guide the less mature one in the relationship. And I feel you will go through a process, this person will go through a process of self-examination, learning a lot about yourselves individually, seeing who you truly are through each other. And because you're so vulnerable, you will get to see who this person truly is beyond that mask that most people see. So that was your reading, guys. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. It was, let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Take it resonates. If it does not, thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye for now.